इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, one and all. Creating difference in market since 1999, 22 odd years, India's largest franchisee company, Franchise India, welcome you. We have served 4,000 plus brands. We have executed 21,000 deals, and we are present in 70 plus cities, helping all our brands to expand their business through our network and helping our potential business buyers to get their brand, dream brand with us. With this introduction, I welcome you to the 49th webinar series episode of Business Opportunity Over Chai, a series again creating a difference in everybody's life, and every day we are inviting our potential business buyers and premium brands to come and interact digitally. With this introduction, I welcome our respected panel member. We have Gaurav Arya. He's the chairman Franchise India Brands. He's chairman Franchise India Group. He's an author, an entrepreneur, and also giving a consulting to all important investors. We also welcome and extend our thanks to Sonia ma'am for joining us today. She's the director at Remax and MD Franchise India Brands Limited. With this introduction, may I request Sonia ma'am to introduce our brand of the day. Over to you, Sonia ma'am.
Thank you so much, Archana. A very warm welcome, Dr. Fahim, to you, and I really thank you for being with us today. I understand your occupation really keeps you busy, and especially these times are the more critical times which needs you the most. So welcome, Syed, and welcome, Dr. Fahim. So to give a brief background, ERA Medical Devices and Services is a very recognized player in the healthcare segment in India, and there are the pioneers in delivering quality healthcare solutions, employing very ethical business practices. And they provide the entire suite of patient care equipment and service solutions, which includes now a big range of COVID products from the VR Secure Booth, which has been launched, I think about a few months back, includes intubation box for OT and IC, and their product includes IC solutions, ICU solutions, general hospital solutions, bedside solutions, pediatric solutions, emergency and OT solutions, wheelchair solutions, and orthopedic solutions in both stainless steels and mild steel. And also to give a background, they also run one of the most revered and respectable colleges and education trust based out of Lucknow, which is through ERA Education Trust, and which is being managed through a trust. And they have recently launched the COVID products in association with their college, the medical college and hospital, which is in Lucknow. So with this, Dr. Fahim, I'd like to welcome you formally and look forward to hearing from you how your journey has been in the last many years. And over to you, sir.
I think there's a video which we need.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just want to play a small video for all of you.
Hi everybody, am I audible?
Very
Yes,
much.
sir, you are.
Yeah, hi everybody. This is Fahim, and I thank everybody who showed interest in joining the webinar, and I thank Franchise India for giving us this opportunity. As Sonia clearly pointed out, a brief in a nutshell, what we are doing and what we want to have the franchisees been doing. I'll quickly elaborate on certain points that we are basically into. We made a humble beginning a decade ago. We are basically into hospital furniture and institutional furniture, both. This COVID thing, which came unfortunately a few months back, we have developed certain products for this also, but basically we are into hospital furniture and institutional furniture. And you must have seen the clientele, so quality speaks from their what we are supplying to big brands like Medanta, Apollo, Rajiv Gandhi, etc., Sri Chitra Institute in the south. So that is our product. So I'll go through the slides now. We have the manufacturing set up in Lucknow with offices in Mumbai and Delhi. And we have been, as I told, we have been working for the past 1 decade almost. Prior to that, we were working, but we launched the brand a decade ago. Next slide. Archana?
Yes, sir, we are at the next slide.
Yeah. Now talking about the vision and mission, in both, I'll tell you one thing. In both, the cost effectiveness and affordability of the client has been taken into consideration. Our belief is that provide healthcare management to the people at affordable prices without compromising on the quality of it. And the mission is constant research and development in hospital furniture and equipment and cost-effective solution for round the globe end users. So research and development, in the slides to come, you will see how we are doing, as we did in the COVID times. We developed some 9 odd products for that, and in consultation with certain people and certain experts, which we will tell in the next slides. Products offered, as Sonia pointed out, are ICU solution, general hospital solution, bedside solution, pediatric solution for kids, emergency and operation theater for trauma centers, wheelchair solution, other hospital solution, which includes institutional furniture like lecture theaters and all. And we have some patented products in which we say that orthopedic solution, last point, is a patented solution. We have designed the brochures as per this list, so that even if a person has minimal knowledge about the hospital setup and hospital furniture setup, so by going through these solutions, they can easily manage the expectation of the customer, what should be placed in the ICU, what should be placed in the trauma center, like that. And we have two segments of the hospital furniture. One is stainless steel medical grade 304 and other is powder coated. Generally what you see in the hospital is the down one, the mild steel powder coat, epoxy coated items. We specialize in both, in stainless steel and mild steel. In stainless steel, the people who are interested in investing in the franchisees, I can tell them that in stainless steel, with the quality which we are making, whereas there are very, very few brands in India. So this is a very good segment. Yes, we need to convince the clients so that they spend that much. But in present times, that where water has become an integral part of our lives, otherwise also while washing hands and this, the stainless steel products can be washed and disinfected, whereas the other products, they cannot be. They have to be disinfected otherwise. So that is a segment which people can look into. And the pillars of Era Medical Devices, we are making robust furniture, comfortable, hygienic, reliable. And now coming on to the advantages which Era Medical Devices has. The biggest advantage which we have some 6-7 points listed out here. I will quickly tell the biggest advantage. We have a medical university to back us, both in India and abroad. So the products which we make, they are tested by actual intensivists, cardiologists, by surgeons and practitioners. And not only that, whenever we innovate, we do with their collaboration and with their advice. So it's a practical solution rather than having an innovation which might give you some award, but might not be very useful in the day-to-day life. We make practical solutions. We give practical solutions to problems. So that is one. And we have a large production capacity, existing network of our clientele. We have existing good clientele. Investment we have made in technology. We make user-friendly and child-friendly designs. And also we have a model of giving the furniture on rent. So that is also one of the segments where we can cater to the society and the clients. This is the group which Era Medical Devices is associated with. We have some educational institutes in India and abroad. We have a shipping company. We are into construction. We are into media. And we are into some fish processing also. So this is the group which this company is associated with. This is one slide of a COVID product by the name of VR Secure. By VR Secure Booth. By VR, we means VR, like VEWEV, VR Secure Booth. And it is a short form of virus also, VR. So this product got many applause in the hospitals where we sent, and the government also, the UP government and the Delhi government also asked for these booths, and they are being used widely in UP. And yesterday itself, we donated one booth to GTB Delhi, and they are very happy with it. So these are what I was talking about. These are practical solutions. By this product, you can practically eliminate the use of PPE and cater to many patients, suspect patients, whether they are of COVID or not. But this way we can do away with, or almost do away with, the PPE, which is expensive and not available also. It is shortage of supply also. Now we are talking about our business approach. The products we have told, we have a pan-India delivery, customer helpline, and the products are robust hygiene, as I have told you. This is the slide which tells what we will be doing. We'll be procuring material as we are doing. We'll be doing the production. We'll be finishing it. We'll be testing the quality of it. The partners who join us will be required to go into the market and get the link with the clients and give the orders. Rest all we will take care of. This is what we believe in. Imagine, invent, and inspire. When we made the COVID products, we did the same thing. And by inspire, we means that I'm not in tough times. We are also ready to transfer the technology to people. So I cannot reach out to Guwahati in the lockdown, but I can transfer the technology to them and they can make it so that that pandemic can be fought as we are doing out here. So we imagine, we invent with the help of the medicos, the engineers, and then we inspire to do like that. And whatever we can do in that field, we are ready to that. So this is our thing. Why partner with Era Medical Devices? See, it's a huge opportunity in present. Fortunately, unfortunately, I cannot say we have a huge opportunity right now. Wherever we have went, we have cracked the deal. Now we want to reach to not only in India but abroad also. So we asked Gaurav to help us in this, and that's why we are here. They see there's a huge opportunity in healthcare and medical devices. Market is growing. The medical devices need to grow with sync with global standards. Era Medical Devices is a credible name in this category. No other large organized, I'm talking about organized player offering an opportunity to join in the business. Some are there, they are there from past 20 years, so they have their own network. If this COVID would not have come, we had already planned this with Gaurav that we'll be doing it, but in fact we are delayed it because of the lockdown. So this right now we are ready with the production capacity, and this is the right time to do it. You will have the first mover advantage with it, experience and expertise in the industry. We have that ability to cater to large and bulk orders. We can do customized solution also, as we have done. You can see the website, all is available out there. We have a large customer base. We have supplied to some brands like American University of Barbados, King George Medical University, Medanta, Apollo, Rajiv Gandhi Hospital. So all is there. You can go through it on the website. Key support functions which Era Medical Devices will be providing to the franchisees is the customer acquisition, the product development that I told in the previous slide that we'll be doing it, whatever is required for that. In operations also, we will be helping, we'll be training the sales advisor, the critical for the hospital furniture as service model. The service thing we will be providing, we'll be training you and your people, and the unit setup and operation training, we will be doing that. All the paperwork, all the agreements, we'll be helping you with that. Rest details can be seen in the agreement which will come. And we'll be doing the knowledge sharing, as I told you, and media visibility with the help of Franchise India. We'll be doing that. We have at present also we have a strong customer pull. Social connect we'll be doing. Wide product portfolio, we are having approximately 50 odd products in the general category, and now 8 odd products in the COVID. So 58, 60 you can say approximately. We have been doing innovation from time to time and taking patents of that also, and backed up with customer support of medical professionals, as I told you, in India and abroad also. And apart from this, we are available on GEM also. So any government orders which we are already taking that in your part of the country, they can be catered to with the GEM portal also. This is the customer base which you saw in the slide also, in the video also. Now the industry opportunity. Here we'll be talking about how the medical industry is growing, health industry is going in India. From 10 to 12% is the annual growth, and by 2025 we are expecting 250 to 300 billion USD industry, dollar industry to be, the healthcare industry to be in India. And this was for healthcare industry. Now, where this is all the healthcare industry that I talked about, it involves screening, diagnosis, treatment, restoration, monitoring, and all. We come in two segments, treatment and restoration. And in the next slide, we'll show you what is the percentage of business which we can do. This medical, that was the healthcare industry. This is the medical device industry, which is going at CAGR of 15%. And by in this year, it has gone up to 649 billion Indian rupees. And we have patient breakup of the tie-up of this type is being given down below. The patient aids and others and instrument appliances that caters to 19 plus 31. So approximately 50% of the business comes from here. And government is also helping us in the Indian industry in this segment. But they have imposed a 6% custom duty from February this year to promote the domestic brand. Earlier, as you can see in this slide, the green portion is the imports. So imports in our segment are huge. Now, if the government is helping us, so our segment in domestic segment, we can supply more because there will be innovations in import due to the increase in the custom duty. So this is a good opportunity right now also. And the government is also promoting Make in India brand. So they are helping us in investment, innovation, skill development, and infrastructure development. So in all, we have the capacity. There is a business opportunity. The government is also pro the local manufacturers in India. So we can do well at this present time. Now, the financial dynamics, which most people will be interested in. We have two types of franchisees. One is unit franchisee and one is large format. In unit franchisee, we have an area requirement, the showroom area requirement of 200 square feet, and approximate total investment of 19 lakhs with the stock required of 15 lakhs, security deposit, refundable security deposit of 2 lakhs, franchisee fee of 2 lakhs. We have worked out a ROI of 132%, and average payback period is 1 year, 5 months. The agreement term is 5 years. In the large format, we have an area requirement of 250 square feet, an approximate investment of 50 lakhs with the stock required of 35 lakhs, security deposit 10 lakhs, franchise fee of 5 lakhs with the ROI of 162%. Average payback time is 1 year, 3 months, and the agreement time is same of 5 years. Now I think Archana, what is the way Gaurav can take over?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Singh. This is very, very helpful. And I'll just try to summarize and put some perspective. So friends, this is an opportunity. What I would say, in not only a lot of people started with saying that this is an opportunity for now. This is a medical equipment opportunity, which is going to see not only 15% growth, but much larger growth to years to come. And this is a business for life. This is a tremendous opportunity. And we feel that out of all our webinars we've done, I would put this as a golden opportunity for all of you. So I wanted to start with this because I restrict myself not to mention sometimes in any opportunity because it's a responsible thing to really say. Why I say this? Because this is opportunity is in all of factors. In the franchising, we look at a lot of factors. We look at the sustainability of the business model. We look at the demand side of the business model. We look at the credibility of the promoter, where they come from, what have they done, and so on and so forth. And also, what are the other influences which are coming in? So when I look at this industry, which is a medical equipment supply, I see almost everything is a tick mark. So it has a great credibility, which comes from them. It is a very sustainable model. While Doctor has shown that the ROI is 1 in 3 years, but if anybody understands financial rightly, you're only, say, in a smaller model, putting a very few money and rest is your stock. Stock has no risk because this is a high demand stock, it turnovers its own side. So your capex is actually very small, rest is your opex. While he's calculated his return on investment in totality, it has taken the initial investment of stock also as a return. But truthfully, if you're putting, say, 20 lakh rupees, 15 lakh rupees your stock, and 15 lakh rupees stock, there is no risk. You can sell that stock and that's out of it. The only investment you're doing is very small investment. So it's a very low cost investment. Even in a bigger model, the investment is very small. A single order, if it comes from an hospital or a medical college or a big clinic or even a upgradation, would range into a 20 lakh, 25 lakh, 50 lakh, 1 crore. In some cases, the capex investment in a equipment itself in a bigger order can be a 5 crore order also, and larger than that also. So this is just a small investment you do to keep a fast moving stock like wheelchairs, emergency equipments, some side ICU care, a lot of other things which you keep on fast moving because they are on regular. Breakages happen, replacements happen, refurbishments happen. Hospital has an ongoing buying department, and once you set up with the buying department and you are able to procure order, which their team does it. So say you set up appointment, their teams would help you to set up that. Then you become regular vendors for them. Then your regular structures keep coming in. So if your ARPs are attached with, say, 20 hospitals, you know that every month they would send you some orders which would keep coming in because they have a lot of breakages, changing, furniture, refurbishments, and a lot of this. India has a very fatigued healthcare capability at a large. Largely, we see our hospitals are run down. A lot of new investment has to come in to refurbish that. So I feel that this is not only for the new setups, but it also a lot of regular refurbishments which continue to come and create an opportunity for all of you. So I feel that this is an opportunity for a 10-year horizon. This needs you to build your own capability. While there is also a point where you need to really think through that you need to put some direct team which would have capability, especially these days, good MRs are available. People who have understanding of medical businesses, they are very good. They know, they're persistent. They go in the market. So maybe you hire 2 good MRs, train with the team at Era Medico. And once they train, they understand the product, they understand the differentiation, they understand the quality differentiation. What is a pure SS product? SS is much more durable. A lesser one is a lesser durable, which has a coating. So how does that product works? Which product you need to pitch it to which hospital? So if a low cost private hospitals are there, they might like to buy a cheaper product. Super specialty goes for some guidelines because they have a certain standards and certain structures. So I feel 15% of a healthcare a medical device growth year on year would be the best in the world. So, and this opportunity is as wide as that. And I feel that India can be one of the large global suppliers for this industry. And this industry would go to many folds. And I will, for the perspective of everybody, I can say this can be also distribution. You can also later do the bigger opportunity would come is renting. Renting is also a very big opportunity coming up and now a lot of people like to set up some emergency in their homes. So say if you have you don't want to shift patient, and especially these days, people don't want to shift patients from a home to hospitals because they feel that the risk of infection and or a long-term illness and so on and so forth. So each of the franchisee can also use same equipment which they have and maybe portion of that equipment to rent it out. Rent it out creates a much bigger opportunity also. While Era Medical would like you to sell, but you can also have a additional opportunity and which can become a very serious rental equipment opportunity because say if you have a short-term illness, nobody wants to buy a wheelchair at home, but you need somebody, if somebody is fallen or somebody has injury or something like that needs a wheelchair, he needs a wheelchair for 2 months. And they normally go rent it out from hospital itself or a doctor recommends somebody. There is no professional equipment rental company which is available in the country. So I feel that this opportunity is it's a very wide opportunity. And for our users and our investors, it can be a tremendous opportunity. So I'll open up some questions from you. Which is the territories and the model, Doctor, you've said this is smaller and a bigger model. Is it a territory difference? What is it? So one starts with a bigger model, gets a bigger territory to start with, or how does it work? How you're allocating the territories?
Right. They get a bigger share of the market and the smaller one get a smaller one. So And if a person is apprehensive of doing a bigger investment, then also they can start up with a smaller investment and then move on to that one. So that way we have kept kept an option for the people so that they can choose among that based upon their region. For example, Delhi NCR region, there you have you can take a big one also and a small one also, because there the opportunity is huge. So if you are catering to a small location also, it will have orders, like you will be filled up with orders in that area. But in places like in UP, in Gorakhpur, a small model will work.
Sure. So if you're doing a small city which is less than 10 lakh rupee population, you can do a smaller model.
Correct,
But
correct.
city, then you have to have a bigger model, and you should also have capability to stock more as your demand side increases, because this is a
Correct.
distribution model. I mean, there can be somebody who can do even a 5 crore equipment also and turn around that, because it's all dependability on. It's a very scalable business model. So it's a starting point of your stocking. So best is that you start with that level, and then as you grow your business, your stock levels can go, and you can put more working capital to drive more sales and so on and so forth.
Right.
It is a tremendous opportunity from that. And my second question is, how does initial days, because this is a lot of sometimes the tendering process happens, and they need to float to multiple vendors, and so sometimes individual distribution, conventional distribution, people don't understand the whole tendering process, or pitching quotations to hospitals, and there is also price variations sometimes happen. And so how does the margins, if there is a, say you put a large order, obviously your overall sales would go, is the margins also would change for the franchisee, or their margins would remain intact, the company would help them in terms of pricing structure and so on and so forth? So it's a very volume based.
Yeah, it's a volume based thing. And see, margins will remain same. For example, when we are doing in the government setup, we are supplying already, we are doing it through GEM portal. So in that we have a limitation, we have to be L1, there is a limitation of the price. So that cannot be increased much. So margins will remain the same, but yes, we are supplying that and the volumes will come in that. So that thing, the money could be earned by volumes rather than margins in that case. In private, we can work upon a model. We have worked with Archana, which we will be sharing to the investors who will be in the next meetings.
Okay, sure. So for all the discussion on this, so we obviously can go into that next meeting. And just for everybody's to understand, say you have done so many hospitals and supplied not only India but globally. Give me an estimate size of, say, what kind of a order a new hospital setup, which is what kind of number of volume can happen.
Right. See, we have talked about two types of product. One is stainless steel and one is mild steel, the epoxy coated. On an average, if a new hospital is coming, the stainless steel package could be from 1 to 1.5 crore, and the mild steel package could be from 40 to 50 lakh rupees. So that is the package which a new hospital comes up with generally. It could be bigger, it could be smaller. For example, nursing homes could range from 20 to 30 lakhs. A medical college could range from 60 to 80 lakhs. So that is but on an average, yes, I can say with mild steel 50 lakhs approximately, and with stainless steel somewhere between 1 to 1.5 crore.
Very helpful. And going forward on this, is there a after sale opportunity for maintenance or anything else which also comes to a franchisee, or this is directly handled by the company, or it needs some maintenance of equipment being supplied, or some mild repairs or something like that?
See, I mean, the accessory part of the products is very less, so the maintenance is very less. But yes, we cannot say that maintenance will not be required. It will be required. Company will be supporting, but we will be training the people in the franchisees to do that, and we will be supplying the accessories to them.
So is there an expectation when you supply to a product that 1 year maintenance or any other after service?
Yeah, we give the material with 1 year warranty, and after that we have AMC and CMC setup, which we can offer to the client or a per visit basis. three models we have, we can offer that and we can do with that.
So this is very popular internationally because I worked with very strong American company in the medical supply business. So where they do is that they have a triple S model, which means that they do supply of equipment and they do spares and they also do service. And service, they run a very large AMC business. AMC in a medical equipment business, while Era Medical has a very strong equipment which is SS based. But if you are, say, other machineries and other equipment which needs a lot of after repairs and maintenance, that becomes much more revenue cycle for them. Rather big OEMs now, like Philips is one of the largest companies in this space. They make money not on sales; they actually make on maintaining and servicing. A lot of products are used which are especially for their machines, and doctors have to buy or hospitals have to buy regularly from them. So they would deploy, say, 5 crore machine, but you will have to buy a lot of consumables. It's like a cartridge. The printer comes cheaper, but you continue to buy a cartridge for. But Era Medical equipment is not so much high on maintenance, but there is an opportunity for franchisees to run a very strong AMC business also. So now, Doctor, I'd like to invite Sonia for picking up some questions, and then we pick up some questions from the audience also.
Thank you again, Dr. Fahim, for putting this presentation together. Just to add on, I was going through some of these stats and I see some questions also pouring in. So just to give a perspective, I would like to tell all our viewers, the medical device industry is very fragmented, and it is today being dominated mainly by the MNCs, which have about 70 to 75% of the demand being met through primarily imports, and close to 30% of all the domestic devices being produced are exported today. And I would also like to make a mention, gone are the days when the quality differentiation was higher and people used to prefer. But today, in these times, the quality differentiation has reduced between MNCs and a lot of domestic manufacturers because of improved quality of production, which is happening. And there's wide scale of acceptability of Indian manufacturers products because of good results, and also at lower cost, which is also one of the important USPs of Era Medical. And like the drug, medical devices and equipment is a very key component in the healthcare industry. It's a big industry, which is close to about $11 billion. And India is amongst the top 20 markets of the world and fourth in the Asia. And out of 800 odd medical device manufacturers who are currently producing these, only 10% have a big turnover and have a good penetration supply, and they're supplying to global places, and Era Medical is one of them. And why we are looking at this, because diversity and complexity of the Indian environment remains a very big challenge for any distributor. And I saw a reference of that being made by Dr. Fahim, where he said he can produce, but a lot of local fulfillment relationships is something which a local dealer or distributor needs to be doing at his level. Dr. Sir, one question which I want to, and in fact, I did make a mention of that, and you also did that during this presentation. If you look at the entire category of these products, they're divided between conventional products and the high-tech devices. And typically, conventional devices are products which have a few entry barriers. Everybody can enter this space, and there's also very little product differentiation. So anybody who gives a lower prices, somebody who's accepted. And the other side is a high-tech category, which is, I would say, dynamics are very different, and the entry barrier is also big. And you did mention that you have a lot of these high-tech products. Now, between these two, I would also like you to maybe make a mention or highlight where does the bigger margin lie? And between these two categories, if there's a 20% or 80% rule, which of these two categories would bring you higher margin? If that is something you'd want to tell our viewers today.
Yeah, definitely. When a product is new, which is a niche in the which has a niche in the market, that definitely gives you a good return rather than a general product which is already available in the market. That's why we are constantly into research and development, so that we come up with that which other people don't have. So that is easy to sell, and the money in that is also very good. But I would like to point out one thing. Once you have pitched in a new product, an innovative product, or a good product, a product which is a solution to the existing problem, once you sell that, then the customer, the client has the confidence in you, and then they want to take the general product also with you, from you. So that is an entry. entry thing, which you, if you do that, then the business down the line comes automatically. And we cannot do that. We do away with general products because that is required. That is the base required. We
Right.
can do with, we can pitch in with innovative products and then sell the general products.
Great. And that's where the profile of these people who become actually your channel partners or distributors become very important, because gestation would be less. They already have relationship with the hospitals or physicians, and it's easy for them to make inroads. Dr. Fahim, one thing which I want to ask, somebody who works very efficiently, what should be an ideal size of business? If we take maybe an average size of business for one distributor, considering maybe a territory, maybe a small territory for the kind of uh, fee and size of stock that we have taken. On an average, what kind of business one can efficiently do, provided he's also going, meeting and doing business?
See, based upon our experience, they can easily do a business of 10 to 15 lakhs a month.
Hmm.
A small setup, a B town setup. A town setup, size the limit.
And what kind of margins would one have, Dr. Fahim? This is one of the questions which I'm seeing coming in. What kind of
That
margin?
is, yeah, that is reflected in the ROI.
Okay.
132% and 162% you are getting the ROI. So it all depends upon how you work, how you invest your time, your patience, how you invest that. ROI is there now. It is the input which is required to drive. It's a percentage. As you invest, the more you get.
One thing which is not related, obviously, to the business model is somebody, because South is a big hub, and I have somebody from Kerala. He also wants to understand if some kind of manufacturing can also be made available, where he sets up a manufacturing unit and supplies further. Is that an option at this point in time? While we're
No,
not
not at this point of time, but maybe later, because we are very quality conscious. That we can do sitting out here, and this is more than a decade, and now we have come into the process of setting up the franchise. It was only due to the fact that we want to deliver first the quality. So maybe down the line, when we have confidence, we can shift to manufacturing units to other parts of the country also.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Fahim. And I think while we were talking before the webinar started, you also made a mention you'll be looking at distributors except for the city of Lucknow. And Lucknow
Right.
is take care at your end. So we'll not entertain inquiries for Lucknow. So would we be open for Kanpur and other surrounding cities? Sir, Kanpur is okay, or limited to only Lucknow? Kind of lost connection, or see this frozen.
Ma'am, give me 1 minute. I'm just checking with him.
Just for our audience, we are not looking at this stage. Let's keep Lucknow and Kanpur out, and rest everywhere they are looking for this. And we are strongly inviting applications in coming week by all the investors who are looking to apply for this franchise stroke distribution model. And I feel that this model is very, very good, very effective. You don't have to put too much of capital. You only have to carry stock, and this stock has no perishability. It doesn't get spoiled. It is only, even if you get 1 or 2 orders to start with, you start your rotation. And in a smaller city, which doctors has said that you can do about 10 lakh rupees, which means 1.2 crores kind of a sales volume. In a bigger city, this volume can be 4 to 5 crore as a sales volume. Even if a small percentage after your cost of direct teams and other things cut down, you'll make a very handsome return. So that's why the return comes even with stock taking in the capex. While it is never a part of a capex, it is always opex. But even if you take the entire investment as investment, that also gets free in 1.5 years. So it is in that sense, it's a good. So you start actually even the working capital is taken out in the business, which is normally not done. Very, very difficult in any other businesses which I would have seen. So we feel that this is a good opportunity. And Ashish, you have asked for that you want to understand a complete model. We're more than happy to set up your detailed call with the Dr. Saab team, and they would be able to take you through the model, the sport and structure. And this is what we want to encourage everybody, because a lot of people who don't understand in depth, they should always not shy away to set up a detailed, maybe a 30-minute call to understand which our teams and our independent franchise consultants, which are all over India in 70 different cities, they would be happily able to set up that. I can see now Dr. back. So Sonia, over to you.
I think we've kind of covered many questions, Dr. Saab. Some people want to understand maybe a detailed understanding on the business model. I feel the right platform would be to get these people one-on-one with you. I have a question from Manoj. He wants to understand, will the company be also help them in any kind of loans to invest in the business? Is there some kind of tie-up affiliation at this stage?
No, it is not right now. It is not like that. But if some requirements come, that most people say like that, when we can work out something on that front also. But at present, we don't have anything like that.
All right, helpful. So one question, I think it's come from Vikas, because there are many other manufacturers who are also doing any kind of competitive advantage that you want to refer to, or how do you compare your products with them in terms of pricing and quality is one question. If you want to give maybe a broad overview on that.
See, quality is a subjective thing, but it could be broadly classified by we are having certifications. It could be seen by the clientele which we are having, and we can have a physical demo of it also. So quality is a subjective thing, which if a person is interested, we can convince them. Yes, pricing, I can assure it is one of the best in the market, because that is in our vision and mission.
And Dr. Saab, one thing, you also made a reference of GEM, which is a government e-marketplace, and your products are also available on that. So any supplies which are going to a specific region, which also comes under a distributor, any kind of benefit which is given to him, and is pricing comparative, these two channels, which is online as well as the one through the distributor at that level?
Yeah, we will be that is a direct supply to the company, but we will be sharing the revenues with the people who initiate that, because we will be helping them in doing that, because it is a very technical issue. We have to address that, and we'll be training them also. But yes, revenue sharing will be there if the leads are generated by them.
Okay, great. I think broadly we have covered all the questions which people have asked, and rest I feel we can take these one-on-one for a detailed understanding, where we can link up either with you or any of your team representatives. Dr.
I would like to add one more thing which I forgot in the presentation. People who are right now looking for business opportunity. For example, earlier they were selling Xerox machines. And if they are selling a Xerox machine in a hospital, this is a very good opportunity for them. If they were into tourism industry before, and now the tourism industry is in doldrums, so they can utilize their contacts, because this is a very contact intensive industry. They can utilize their contacts and get the orders. So the change in the business model will not be a sea change. Yes, some expertise are required. We are there for that. But your contacts, your existing contacts will work very well in this field. So this is a very good opportunity for people who are already supplying some other item to institutions, to medical colleges, to hospitals, or to the other medical related things.
Absolutely, and I completely agree with you. And this is, and if you have some form of distribution or contacts or relationship, it will obviously come to your advantage. And if you're not also, then also it takes a good hiring of some people who have that contact, which means that hire people who are already from medical supplies. There are a lot of people available in there who work with hospitals. They know the purchase departments. They work with them. Even if you have one good person or two good people, you can build this business very clearly. And then manage relationships. Once you have a purchase director or somebody from a hospital is close to you, you manage a relationship, then you continue to get as a vendor repeat orders. There's always difficulty to get into diving and get empaneled. Once you are empaneled, you are there for unless and until you give very bad quality or you goof up on supplies or not able to manage things, you will be always in supplying. And it is a relationship which runs for years and years and years, and that's how this whole industry has a huge amount of loyalty. There is another question, Sonia, you can pick up from Mr. Jaidi.
So, Dr. Saab, it says in case of bulk order, which is and to be
L1.
L1, what would be negotiation system in case of government hospitals?
See, up to 30 lakh orders, there is GEM portal. So you have to be L1 on that. So it is transparent. And if you are really affordable, only then you can crack it. Yes, in tenders, you have to set up an X margin and then quote. So the modus operandi is being affordable first, and second, visiting regularly and seeing what are the developments out there, because seldom tenders cancel. Their requirements has to be understood first of all. So government requirements are different from private, so that has to be understood.
Pricing plays a very important role, like you mentioned.
Correct. In L1 you have to be lowest, so that plays a very important role.
Very helpful. And I think in the interest of time, Doctor, if you want to say your last comments on that, and then I'll take comments from Sonia. And then we will work aggressively next week to take applications and bring it to your office for your office to review. And if you feel that some candidates are good and they have good profile, then we can activate the discussions further to bring them on signing up with your company.
I would like to say that this is a very good time, and if you have any visions, you can contact us and we will be more than happy to answer you. But we can assure you that this business model will work not only in near future but times to come, because this is the necessity of the time. So you can come forward and shake hands with us, and we can move forward.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fahim. And I feel your insights were very helpful for all of us. Also give us a lot of understanding. Globally, OEMs have a distribution network, which they call as GPO, which is these group purchasing organizations, and they further make smaller distributors among them. So the percentage of margins is typically shared amongst a lot of tiers. But here we are offering a direct, which is smaller locations, regions, and relationship is the key, which brings you a lot of repeat business. And people have to be thoroughly involved and have some kind of connection in this industry to make it successful for all of you. So wishing Dr. Saab all the best for
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to work.
Thank you.
So Gaurav sir, yeah. So thank you so much everyone who have joined us today. Thank you so much, Fahim sir. Thank you so much, Gohar. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir, Sonia ma'am, all the friends who have joined. As we always say, you can obviously come back to Franchise India through all the calls, through all the mails, email ID, and you can also follow us on a social network site that's there in your chat tool. We would love to give solutions to you, and all the feedback and suggestions are welcome. But before we conclude, we have big webinar coming tomorrow since we are celebrating our 50th episode. Yeah, so tomorrow it's a special Sunday webinar where we are celebrating our 50th edition for Business Opportunity with Chai. And we have privilege that we have Anu Kumar Khandelwal, who's a founder and CEO of Kirana King, coming. They currently running 150 plus Kirana stores and India. So that's the kind of the expansion we have. We are celebrating our big day with a big company, premium brand. Do join us tomorrow for this particular webinar. I would request Gaurav sir if he wish to add and invite all the investors, and Sonia ma'am also.
It's again a very interesting opportunity, a super opportunity. 150 stores already running. Build a huge name in Jaipur. If you know anybody in Jaipur, you can call up. It's a household name in Jaipur. And now they want to do different clusters in different markets. The founder himself is coming and joining us for another great session. So look forward for having a interactive session tomorrow at 12 o'clock Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. You can register yourself beforehand so that you get a confirmation mail from our site. Do join us tomorrow sharp at 12 p.m. to celebrate the big day for us. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy.